Hello viewers and welcome back to an episode of Kings of Scotland with me, Bearlenation. You join me for today's games as we face Dundee United in the quarter-final of the Scottish Cup, and we also take on St Johnstone's in the SPL. It is January, we usually know what that means for me, so there are some new signings. Roll the intro and we will meet the new players. Since we last met then viewers against Celtic, the Christmas period was very favourable for us, where we won 4 games out of 5. We beat Hibs 4-1, with Stephen Kennedy getting a brace, Dela Cruz getting one and Goldson getting a goal as well. We beat Kilmarnock 5-2 with Ezo getting a goal, an own goal, Aribo getting one and Hollander of all people picking up a brace. Then we beat Livingston 1-0 with Roland coming back into the squad and scoring, which was a welcome return. And Ross County we beat 4-0 as we had goal scorers of Dela Cruz, Ezo, Aribo and Kennedy. And then in the little New Year break we had 2 friendlies that we won 5-0. We've had some injuries and we've got some transfer news, big transfer news. Let's have a look at the injuries first. And here it is viewers, our backup striker Alfredo Morelos has broken his ankle. He broke it on Christmas Day. What a horrible way to spend your Christmas, by breaking your ankle. So he's expected to be out for 3 to 4 months, which probably puts him out for the rest of the season, given his time he'll take back to regain his fitness as well. Have we seen him play in a Rangers shirt for the last time? We'll have to wait and see, or can he make a comeback next season? Who knows at this point? We'll have to see what type of player he is when he's back and how Ezo is getting on. But he's definitely a big loss for us and means we are a little bit light on numbers up top. But let's have a look at the transfer business. A major outgoing viewers, Connor Goldson is leaving us. Unfortunately, he rejected a new contract from us and he is going to Leicester on a pre-contract agreement, so he will be here for the rest of the season and then leave us on free in the summer. Very disappointed to be losing someone of Connor's quality. I know he's 29, but he's coming up to still a very good age and a very good player. He's doubling his wages at Leicester, so it makes financial sense for him. We couldn't compete with the offer, unfortunately. I'm very disappointed to lose Connor. And here is Goldson's replacement. He currently can't play because he's on a youth work permit because he doesn't earn 8,000 a week. Thank you, Brexit. Anthony Angeliri. We've signed him from Sampdoria for £5 million. 20 years old, currently a 2.5-star player, potential to go up to 4-star, but I think he's got some really good stats already. He's got some great physicals, mentals he's decent at, and technicals as well is still decent. He's got a lot of room to grow as well, to say he looks like this at the age of 20. We'll show you a comparison with him with Goldson. He's a little bit worse than Goldson when you look at the stats, but he's fairly close to him already, especially for such a young player. So I think if he goes out and loans to the end of the season, and then we get him back next season, give him a new contract so he can actually play next season, we may have found a ready-made replacement. And like I say, for £5 million, he could be our centre-back for 6, 7, 8, maybe even 10 years. We'll have to just wait and see. But I'm very happy to have Anthony on board. So welcome to Rangers. Something a little bit different with this transfer, viewers. We've signed Lucas Leiva. Yes, the former Liverpool player. So he is retiring in the summer. He announced that after he signed for us, which is very kind and considerate for him. He's on £46,000 a week, but only for 6 months. So I suppose we get that back in the summer. We paid just under £700,000 for him. 35 years of age. You're probably thinking, why did I do this? His mentals are still outstanding. He's got some really good mentals. His technicals aren't bad really for a 35-year-old. First touch 15, passing 15, tackling 17 and 14 technique. His physicals are obviously pretty poor for a 35-year-old, but I felt as though he would just add a bit of experience and a bit of bite into the midfield. And again, in an area where we've picked up a lot of injuries this season and we're sort of a bit thin on the ground, he sort of fit the bill. And for 6 months, again, we can then go again in the summer and look for someone a bit longer term. You might class it as a panic buy, but I thought this was quite a nifty little bit of business here for the experience that he brings us. So I'm excited to see what he can do. Welcome, Lucas. And just the one outgoing viewers, Inacio Ramirez, the forgotten man, we signed him last season for £1 million. We've sold him to Valadio, that one, in Spain for £4 million, 24 years of age. He wasn't getting a game for us. He didn't even play this season. I know this transfer was arranged a while ago, so the Morales injury could not have come at a waste time, but like I say, we're going to have to look at maybe what we can do if there's anyone in the reserves or bring someone in on the loan. But for £4 million for a player that wasn't playing, it made sense at the time. Happy to see the back of him because, again, he was never going to get in with Ezo. So, all the best to him. No hard feelings, just didn't work out. Let's get into this Cup quarter-final against Dundee. And here we are then, viewers. The starting 11 for today is Kobel in goal, Maxwell at left back, Katic and Goldson in the centre with Tavernier at right back. Dela Cruz comes in alongside Lucas, making his debut, who will be playing the deep line playmaker role today. I think his stats that he's got currently do fit that role quite well. Kent on the left, Roland on the right, and Kennedy's in behind Eza, who's leading the line for us once again. The left back situation with Barisic and Plattenhardt still being injured is not good, but hopefully Plattenhardt will be back soon and Barisic won't be too far behind him. But Maxwell, to be fair to him, has done a sterling job since coming in. We'll just auto number those players there who are mostly, well, the two youngsters on the bench and Lever. One of them wanted number 90, interestingly, but that's up to him. As we know, Dundee United can be our bogey team and have been previously, so hopefully they won't get one over us on us today and we can put in a good performance, because that is really, really what we need. Especially after that 2-week break. I really don't like that New Year's break that Scotland has. It just seems to disrupt the side a bit and disrupt the momentum. So I'm looking for a strong return to competitive football today. Maxwell into Kennedy. Kane, what can he do? Looks to break forward, and he does. He's had a shot and it's saved by the goalkeeper. But they've come right back now, Dundee, with another highlight for themselves. Can we clear our lines here? 10 minutes gone here at Ibrox on a wet and rainy day as Kobel saves it, and Dundee again. They've done it again every time. Dundee. Kobel does not cover himself in glory at all there either. He makes an absolute hash of that first save, palms it right back out into danger. Look at that. I mean, the defenders aren't quick to react either and hoof the ball away, but Kobel has not covered himself in glory at all there. Palms it back out into the danger, and that second effort was just atrocious. Dundee United have picked up an injury though, which could work in our favour. Their winger Mendes Lang has gone off, and then picked up another one. So 2 subs made after just not even 30 minutes as they bring Junior Hoylett off the bench. How old is he? 31. He seems like one of those players that's been around forever. We need to get more out of these players. Come on, boys. They look focused after that, which is good to see. But coming into half time, it's been a very quiet first half. Apart from the goal, really, and our highlight just before that. Tell the boys to show some desire and see what they can do for us in that second half. Just need someone to step up, make that difference in this second half, and be accountable for their actions. That's what we need. We need someone to be accountable. Ask the boys to show some passion. Early highlight, Dela Cruz into Katic, and there it is, his 9th of the season. Again, a partnership that we've seen all too well. But good ball in by Dela Cruz there, and Katic with a lovely header. Like I say, a partner that we've seen all the time, and it just seems to work. Katic always knows where he puts that ball in, and he's got a good chance when from the corners here with Katic in the team. Although there's almost an instant reply there from Dundee, straight at Kobel, who holds onto the ball. Can we shift the momentum in our favour here? We really, really need to step up the game. I don't know if this goes to extra time and penalties. I'm really not sure. But we'll have to have a look and see how we get on. As Dundee look to come forward here on this left, but we don't want to go to extra time penalties if it does. We want to win in the 90 minutes. Kennedy! He's not done bad since he's come back from injury. He's had a decent couple of friendlies as well to get his fitness back, and he's done quite well for himself since coming back into the squad. So I'm pleased to have him back as well. Kentler looks to break forward from the pass from Kennedy. Roland into Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz straight at the keeper. And it's welcome signs to have Roland back as well on that right hand side for us. As Kennedy looks to break forward, pass it back to Lucas. More blast to Katic and Maxwell. Just playing around the defence now. All the way back to Kobel in goal though. 15 minutes to go. It's going to be all or nothing soon here. Roland on this right-hand side. Can he get the ball in? He does, and De La Cruz is there. He turns the ball in from Roland's short pass, and there it is. It is now 2-1. We have firmly shifted the momentum in our favour. Good control by Roland there, who just plays a nice, neat little ball into De La Cruz, who's unmarked, and places it straight past the goalkeeper. 2-1 Rangers, 15 minutes to go. Game on. Again, we'll just tell the boys to tell them to get creative, and hopefully they can find a gap that no one else can. We've not said Ezo's name, and that's the first time I think I've seen his name really come up in any highlights. De La Cruz into Roland now on this right hand side, looks to break forward, and again gone past the goal, but he's positive signs. 27 shots and 12 on target. They are really strong signs of an attacking team. And Katic is there. He's second of the season, second of the game, he's 10th of the season. And Kent with the assist, another corner he's powered a header in from. Again, what a wonderful player he is. Keeper should do a little bit better there for Dundee, but we're not going to complain. 5 minutes to go and we are now 3-1 up. Maxwell into Kennedy. Ken into Lucas. What can he do? All the way back to Katic, who has picked up a booking. Goldson into Roland on his right. De La Cruz now breaks forward and it's straight at the goalkeeper and easily collected. Can we just see this game out now? We are 3-1 up, so I'm pretty confident that we'll have no mishaps. And there it is, 3-1 victors at Ibrox. Another great performance, especially against a team that we always seem to struggle against for some reason. Today was no exception in that first half. We did not play to the best of our abilities, but the team talk seemed to work. Really, really good performance. And I'm hoping we'll get maybe an easier tie again in the next round of the Cup. I don't think it was the quarter-final in this one. And look to progress again. If you join me again in a minute, we will play the St Johnstone game. Before we get into the St Johnstone game, viewers, just a couple of little updates. Philippe Hollander has gone to Shanghai Shenhua for £12 million. Another centre-back gone, but 28 years old. Never really got a look in past that first season, was always quite a reliable backup. But just felt as though he was on the aging side, and we need to sort of maybe just refresh the defence a bit, because they are getting on just that little bit more now, apart from Katic. So 12 million offer came in, seemed quite the good deal to turn down, and he has found a move to China. In the Scottish Cup, that was the fourth round we played against Dundee, and in the fifth round we have drawn old rivals Celtic, so we will have an Old Firm derby. And in the Champions League, the knockout game will be against Arsenal. Could not have had it much harder than that, viewers, but we'll have to go and give a good account of ourselves. If we can beat Juventus, we can beat Arsenal. And we'll just have a quick look at the SPL table before this game. We go into this game then, 2 games in hand on Celtic, still 4 points behind them, which is good because it's all in our hands still. We've opened a really big gap above Dundee United, who are in 3rd place, and St Johnstone going into this 10th, quite comfortably above the relegation zone at the moment. I mean, we're desperate after those 3 points to close that gap, but I'm pretty confident we can do it. Let's have a look at the starting 11. Katic and Goldson are both suspended today, so they will miss out, but that means the starting 11 is Cobell in goal, Maxwell at left back, Conte at centre back, Lucas at centre back, and Tavernier at right back. In the middle are Kelly and De La Cruz, Kent on the left, Roland on the right, and Kennedy's in behind Ezo leading line. Looking for a stronger game from Ezo today after quite a quiet game in the last game against Dundee. Hopefully he will be able to put a bit more of an improved performance in. That looks like quite the defensive formation that St Johnstone are playing at. Quite a big gap between the midfield and the striker, so hopefully he will be quite isolated in this game and we'll be able to keep him fairly quiet. Looking for a good performance from the boys, a strong performance. Tell them we've got the faith as we always do, because we know this team can put in a performance when they want to. Absolutely turn teams over. We'll send the assistant to that press conference and we are walking out here at Ibrox. Transfer news as well, we have put a loan offer in for a striker, a Premier League striker. I won't say who in case we don't get him, but hopefully in the next episode we will be able to meet him if he agrees to come here to Scotland. It's just a deal to the end of the season, but as you can see by the bench today, we are very light on numbers. Most of those players are midfielders, and with Ramirez going out and the ill-timed injury of Morelos, it doesn't help our cause, so we need someone in, as we have won a penalty here Tavernier will step up for this. Can he score? He's missed a couple this season, and he's missed again. He's hit the post. That was a golden opportunity to make a good start to the game. He's missed 2 or 3 this season that he didn't normally do. I don't know if his penalty takings maybe just going down, his composure has dropped a little bit, but we maybe need to look at replacing him on penalty duties. But he's just seems to have took his eye off the ball with the penalties this season and seems to be missing a few more than he did. As we come forward here he is on the ball now, gives it to Kelly, who fires a wonderful effort in. His 6th of the season. He's having a really, really good season for us, is Stephen Kelly. Lovely, powerful finish from him. Not sure how he's found the space there, but he has done. Tavernier with a lovely reverse ball back. Kelly in a little bit of space and absolutely rifles that into the top corner of the St Johnstone net. 29 minutes gone and we are 1-0 up. This result would take us a point behind Celtic, but I suspect they'll be playing this weekend as well. Conte's there and he almost scores to make it 2-0, but he's just over the bar. And unfortunately, it goes out for a goal kick. Coming up to half-time here. We've only had the 2 highlights so far. St Johnstone's have not even had a shot so far. And there we are. Full-time. Half-time. I keep saying full-time. Half-time is here. 1-0 up. Could be 2. Maybe should be 3. But tell the boys we're far from pleased because we've not had the best game really. We've not done... not played to the best of our abilities there, I wouldn't have said. Even though we've restricted St Johnstone to no shots, we've still not been the most attacking team in the world. I do wonder if that penalty miss has affected us. We've got a corner in, and there's Conte with his first of the season. It is now 2-0. He gets a goal after his close effort in the first half. And there it is. 2-0 now to Rangers. He gets in between the 2 defenders and a lovely, lovely header to nestle it into that bottom corner. A couple of the boys looking complacent, so we'll praise them to try and fire them up, and that always seems to work. Ezo's having a really quiet game. Not said his name or Kent's name at all today, or Kennedy's. And even though Kent's getting a 7.5, we've not really said his name. We'll bring Ezo on. I think we'll put McPake up top. We'll bring Roland off for Collada, who was in line to start, but his fitness match-wise is just not there, so I didn't want to risk him and tire him out too early, as we have got another attacking highlight here. Collada gets the ball in all the way across to Maxwell now. Can he whip a ball in? He can to Collada. He's headed away. Ken, oh my word. He takes that so well. Nice first touch. And he just rifles the ball in to make it 3-0. Let's watch this in the replay. Maxwell's cross is headed away. Kent with a lovely touch. So calm. Sets it up for himself. And a half volley across the floor. Wonderful, wonderful finish. What a touch that was by Kent as well. Just takes it neatly down with the inside of his foot. And makes it 3-0. 5 minutes to go. I think we'll make our last sub to wind the clock down. We'll bring Maxwell off for Patterson, as he has picked up a yellow card. So we don't want to risk him because, again, Patterson is currently the 4th choice left back who is on the pitch because of our injury status. Collada has a close effort and it's bounced off the defender. Last highlight of the game here potentially. Tavernier into De La Cruz. Patterson on the left. Gets the ball in and Collada's headed it over. And it's not to be. Decent second half. Much better than the first half though. 24 shots and 11 on target. 3 clear-cut chances and 3-0. So probably deserved the scoreline. Like I say, the first half was pretty dreadful really by our own standards as we come out with the 3-0 victory. And that will take us a point behind Celtic. But I suspect they'll be playing this weekend as well. So this will not be one of our games in hand. Tell the boys are very pleased with that and they look absolutely delighted. Although actually looking at it, viewers, that was one of our games in hand. So we are now a game in hand with 1 point behind Celtic. So this title race is firmly back on. What we'll do is, viewers, we'll leave it there for today and we'll come back for Inverness in the SPL and we'll come back for Celtic in the 5th round of the Scottish Cup. The transfer window will be slammed shut by then, so we'll see if we can get any more signings in. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again for more next time.